Guy Ritchie when he divorced Madonna. But the Sheikh's attempts at damage control have failed, with startling allegations aired and damning findings delivered.
This is not a person that should be ruling a country, and certainly not one that is a friend of the West.
David Haig has campaigned to the United Nations for many years, alerting the world to human rights abuses in Dubai. And this divorce has now shone a light on what really goes on behind palace walls. Among a litany of evidence, lawyers for Princess Haya told the court she wanted her 12-year-old daughter protected from Sheikh Mohammed, alleging he was trying to force her into an arranged marriage with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. He's the man many people believe ordered the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi in the Saudi consulate in Turkey. It gives you some sense of the regard that he has for females.
Yeah, the reality of the situation in Dubai, that's what it shows you. You know, behind all the pretense that they have about equality and diversity, it's just horrific that a father, let alone a leader of a country, would think that that would be an appropriate thing to do to anyone.
The Sheikh denies that claim, and the judge decided the allegation could not be proved. The court heard things first turned sour between Sheikh Mohammed and his wife last year, when Princess Haya began raising concerns about the Sheikh's treatment of his daughter from another marriage, Princess Latifa.
And I'm making this video because it could be the last video I make. Yeah.
We now know that that's when Princess Haya realised what was being done to Princess Latifa. She wouldn't stand for it, and ultimately she took her children and she fled for her life.
60 Minutes first uncovered Latifa's story 2 years ago, that she tried to flee her tyrannical father, but ended up being captured by armed forces that he sent to storm her escape boat near India, and then locked her up back in Dubai. Her friend Tina Johanan was also arrested on that boat.
They were telling me, close your eyes or we'll shoot you right here. Take your last breath now.
What was the last image you have of Latifa?
She was kicking and screaming, and she was fighting for her life.
And you haven't seen Latifa since then?
No.
Sheikh Mohammed has always denied the allegations, as well as claims he abducted another runaway daughter, Princess Shamsa, in a separate operation in England years earlier. But in a landmark finding, the High Court judge declared both kidnappings did happen. It is a huge step that a judge of this significance comes out now and says, yes, I believe this story. Sheikh Mohammed did that.
I mean, you guys were the first mainstream channel to cover it in detail. And, you know, I remember very well at the time, everybody was amazed and thought it can't be true. This really isn't true. We were up against one of the most powerful Arab men in the world and his media machine trying to make us look as if we were lying. So to see it in black and white from the highest family court judge in England, it's a good feeling for us. Of course, it's never going to be the perfect feeling until Latifa is free.
Princess Haya's support for Princess Latifa apparently enraged Sheikh Mohammed, and he sought to punish his wife for what he saw as treachery. On 2 occasions in March last year, Princess Haya said she returned home to find a gun in her bed with the muzzle pointed towards the door and the safety catch off. Nearby were notes reading, "We will take your son, your daughter is ours, your life is over." On another day, a fleet of Sheikh Mohammed's helicopters landed at Haya's house, and in front of their 2 children, the pilot told her they were there to take her to a desert prison. Sheikh Mohammed confirmed to the court that his helicopters did indeed land there, but claims they did so by mistake. However, the judge dismissed that and said he believed Princess Haya's version of events. The Sheikh refused to actually give evidence in person in London, instead trying to soften his image by staging a global women's forum in Dubai alongside Ivanka Trump, all while the hearing took place. Sheikh Mohammed likes to think of himself as a very influential world leader. This is so damaging to his credibility.
The hypocrisy, the rank hypocrisy of seeing someone promoting themselves as a human rights ambassador and a world leader who values equality and diversity. And the reality of what's set out in that very clear judgment from the highest family court in England shows you very clearly the reality. And it takes away all the propaganda and all the PR and all the facade that Dubai have tried to cover up, which is essentially kidnapping of 2 young women, abuse of a wife, and intimidation of those around them. Those are what's been found, breaking the law, abusing women, and doing it again and again and again.